Samantha!
Watch out, Argoman!
Hey gang, Uncle Todd and Sonny here, and as you can see, once again it is time to look at some superhero flicks. First up, we have from the 60s, Argoman, the Fantastic Superman. This is one of the many films that came out at this time period after Batman became a worldwide sensation, and everybody was trying to come out with superheroes. So we get Argoman from Italy. And Argoman, as superheroes go, bit of a mixed bag. Well, as for his powers, well, we get a sample of that in the opening.
Kill each other. Kill each other.
That's a pretty good power. Hypnotism. Well, before we can learn anything more, he gets away, and we get to after the credits, we get to the main plot of the flick.
The Crown of St. Edward. It's quite inconceivable. Obviously, no common criminal could have committed this, Sergeant.
Yes, no ordinary criminal. They probably suspect Argoman. He is a master criminal. Of course, he also returns what he steals. More of a sport for him. Or is it? Anyways, it's not Argoman who has done this crime. It's another group. And listening in on Scotland Yard's phone calls, they make an interesting discovery.
Certain Sir Reginald Hoover that Lawrence is calling in. I suppose you know of him.
Yes, I believe so. Go on, Larson.
Scotland Yard has employed Sir Reginald to solve other cases.
But not this one. Because even Sir Reginald has his limits.
Ah, yes, Sir Reginald. Sort of Lord Peter Wimsey, you might say. Although, not exactly. Because, you see, he is Argoman. And there's a very specific reason why he steals things and then returns them. Yep. He steals the original and when he returns it, returns to the fake that's so good no one even notices and keeps the original for himself. Anyway, he has many powers and only one weakness.
Sex.
Yes. Out of all the powers you could think of, who would have thought sex would be the one? If he has sex, he loses his powers for a specific amount of time. So of course, knowing this, he would abstain from being around women or anything like that, right? Of course not. He's the biggest horn dog on the planet. Anyways, he sets up a date with one of his girlfriends, Samantha. But then, with his superpowers, he detects a hovercraft with a female nearby. Wonder who that could be. Isn't that the woman who stole the crown?
That's right.
Huh. Well, anyways, now we get to the problematic part of our hero. Using his vast mental powers, he forces her hovercraft to dock at his island. And basically, she's not going to leave until he gets a little fun time. But it's all in a sporting challenge. He challenges her. If she wins, she can go on her way, and if she loses, and she loses. But just so it's not so skeezy, it turns out afterwards, she shows him she could have won the bet at any time. It was a target shooting thing. And so she actually wanted to be with him. Now, why would the villainess want that? For that answer, we must go to Scotland Yard, where the crown has been returned, along with a note.
Pleasure of returning to you the crown of St. Edward, which I took as a proof of my power. What I want is the Muradov A4. If I don't have it within 6 hours, beware. Jonabel, the queen of the world.
6 hours. I wonder if that has any tie-in with the time limit that Argoman is without his powers.
Could be.
So does Argoman. So, when he learns about it from the inspector, and when he learns the inspector is heading to Paris, he decides, along with his trusty Alfred-like manservant and Susan, who newly arrived on this island, heads to Paris too. Now, here, the inspector learns just exactly what this Moldavia 4 is. Basically, it's a giant diamond that was found in the aftermath of a nuclear bomb test with some interesting properties.
The Muradov A4, reflecting any sort of light at all, destroys molecular cohesion, which has the property of rendering any material pliable.
Nifty little diamond. Big diamond, anyways. So, she wants it to make metal pliable. I don't know what world domination plan you can do with that. But, so Reginald and his gang, they're able to track the villainess to a bank where they're committing a robbery. And so Reginald, he manages to hide away in the escape van. Unfortunately, he's discovered, and his 6 hours aren't up yet. Sure looks like Sir Reginald's done for. But wait!
Hi, keeper.
Okay. He's got his powers back. He's made short work of the henchman, so he's going to take the money back, right? Or take it for himself? No. He just runs off.
What?
I don't know. Anyway. Later, our villainess drops a bunch of the money off out of an airplane. People go crazy, you know. Kind of like in that scene from Batman when the Joker was throwing out all that free money. Kind of like that. She says if she's not given that diamond, she will dump more, causing worldwide, or at least Paris-wide, pandemonium. Meanwhile, she's still got Argoman to worry about, so she sets up a trap, which he steps into, and he's taken to her, where she puts the moves on him. You know, they have sex, he's powerless, she can stay with him, she can do what she wants, and they can have a happy life together.
Become my consort. Do you want to?
No.
Oh, yeah. Now you were able to control your libido. Anyways, they do a little back and forth. She'll enslave him, he'll destroy her, blah, blah, blah. Turns out, while he was busy getting himself captured, she got the diamond. And when he changes to Argoman, ooh, big surprise, she already knew that, she reveals it might not be so easy to take her out.
It's not a pleasant fate to suffer at the hands of a robot. If you get off that platform, a spring will lift it till it breaks that photoelectric beam. It will send an electronic signal to my robot. And when he gets it, he'll destroy your friend.
Practically diabolical. But she hadn't counted on his mental powers. Okay, that's using the old noggin there. Now he just has to take care of that robot. Oh, that was rather easy. Anyway, while he was rescuing Susan, it turns out that Annabelle got away to her other lair. And we learn what exactly it is she wants the diamond for, and it's not to make metal pliable. Something far more fiendish.
Activate the cosmic gun.
They're making robot duplicates. Hey. Didn't Star Trek do that exact same plot like the year previous to this?
That's right.
I thought so. So did Argoman, because he has a handy-dandy detector ring and uncovers the deception with tragic results.
But I'll kill you. But I'll kill you.
But the duplicate's forgotten about his mental powers that he just demonstrated a second ago.
It's Argoman.
Ooh, bad timing. Well, after quickly escaping from the police, we next move to an ambassador's ball where, using his detector ring and Samantha, she manages to put a mark on 3 duplicates. And then when the lights go out, only 2 How'd he miss the third one? Oh. Took his coat off. Clever. Anyway, after a brief tussle, Argoman gets away. And he now knows where Jennabelle is. And she's also grabbed another victim to duplicate. So he's got to get there. And after avoiding an assassination attempt with a runaway train, he makes it there and begins to do what superheroes do best.
Hi, Kiba. Hi, Kiba.
Ooh, a little nasty there, that last one. Well, now that they're all taken care of, time to get Jennabelle.
I'd have preferred to have you as my consort instead of killing you like this.
Oh!
Oh, well, that was rather easy.
Argoman? Argoman.
My gosh, she's fiendishly clever. Well, where's the real Jennabelle? She's flying away with the diamond. But of course, Argoman knows that the diamond cannot get into direct sunlight. And so with his mental powers, now that's how you end the villain. Big explosion. And while they're all shaken by the explosion, Argoman manages to swipe a motorcycle and get away. While returning to his lair, he stops by Britain to swipe the crown and then return it. And we end with Argoman and Samantha heading off to take away his powers for a few hours, while his servant adds a new item to the museum. That Argoman. This is a fun film. There's a lot of good action in it, good fights. Argoman's powers are a little not very well defined. Mostly mental powers, but I guess he's also kind of indestructible or something, because he doesn't seem to be able to take any damage. Although he does avoid getting shot. So, but his character, on the other hand, such a sleazy kind of guy to be a hero. I mean, I know this was the era of James Bond, and you know, you slept with all the ladies, but he seemed rather kind of blackmail-y-ish. I mean, yeah, Jennabelle wanted to sleep with him so he'd lose his powers, but before that comes out to be really known, he rather kind of forces her. I mean, sure, there was a bit of a bribe. You know, he's going to promise her a Rolls Royce and a necklace if you know, she loses and they have to sleep together. But if not, he'll Or if she wins, she gets the Rolls Royce and the necklace and can leave. But if she loses, she has to sleep with him. And it's just kind of, it's kind of skeevy. And the whole thing where he's supposed to be a hero, right? But he's a thief. And he swipes stuff and then sends back duplicates. So, not exactly a nice guy. This was kind of standard for a lot of the kind of films like these, like Danger Diabolic, Sadistic, and Satanic, and a lot of those ones made in Europe, where they really were kind of more villains than heroes. But other than that, it's a good action flick. It's got some good humor in it. You know, the ineffectual inspector, kind of giving off a bit of a Simon Templar saint vibe. You know, with the suave Bruce Wayne-ish kind of alter ego that's a British royal. But and I like the villain, and she had a pretty good plan. You know, using this device to create duplicates, replace certain world leaders and important people, so that she can then take over the world. And hey, what villain doesn't want to do that? And a pretty good demise. You know, hoisted on her own petard as a way. So all in all, yeah, a fun little film with some rather questionable qualities to the hero. But yeah. So please hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay after the credits for my favorite scene.
Father, how did you get up here?
I walk.
But don't you know that's forbidden?
You won't get in trouble.